year, this performer has become one of the top variety acts on the Las Vegas Strip. Here to perform some of his many talents, please welcome to the stage, Rudy Uresti.
Thank you. Before I get started, I just want to thank Ginger for at least getting my name right this time. She said all different things, but I can formally introduce myself. My name is Rudy Uresti, and this evening the producers of this show have asked me to perform a little bit of magic for you. Now, I don't want to just jump right into my first demonstration without at least explaining to you how it came about. For me, it all started when I learned about a man by the name of Nikola Tesla, who was an engineer that immigrated to the United States. Upon his arrival, he was employed by a very famous inventor, an inventor by the name of Thomas Edison. Now, from the beginning, these two men had conflicting ideas on the way energy would be produced, sparking a bitter feud between the two men that would ultimately change the way much of the world would receive its power. You see, Tesla was one of the first men to come up with a machine that could generate alternating currents, which would allow electricity to flow freely without the use of wires. Thomas Edison, along with other men who had a financial interest in the direct current, believed that the use of alternating currents were unsafe. So to prove these men wrong, Tesla would hold demonstrations allowing electricity to flow through his body. When Tesla came out unharmed, his demonstrations would prove to be a success, and he would some years later come up with a machine known as the Tesla coil, which would be responsible for wireless communications, radios, fluorescent light bulbs, and over 700 other patents. Unfortunately, Tesla ended up passing away a poor man. When investigators searched his New York apartment, they found hundreds of other theories and ideas unable to be pursued due to Tesla's lack of funds. The more and more I learned about Tesla, I actually found out that he was a firm believer that the human mind was far more capable than anything we'd ever imagined. It was even suggested that if trained properly, the human mind could produce enough energy to illuminate a light bulb. So, after countless hours of trying to do this very feat, I believe I may be finally ready to put this experiment to the test. What you see before you, clipped inside, is a 60-watt light bulb, similar to the light bulbs you may have in your very own home. Now, I'm sure some of you may be familiar with Tesla's theory, but for those of you who are not, please do not be alarmed, for what you're about to see is considered to be safe. So if I can, please have the theater lights taken down just a little bit. I'd ask for all of you to keep your focus directly on this light bulb.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry.